I never know where to put my cello, so this is an attempt to document the making of a wooden cello stand where I don't have to retract the spike. As it's purpose made for my cello, you'll probably want to check the lengths to fit your own. I've used a couple of old pieces of timber that were lying around. I pulled the nails out and dressed them with a plane. First thing was to make a 20mm tenon for the base to fit a 20mm router blade. I use this table saw for making my tenons. Seems like a good idea to make a kind of housing for the tenon. You can use an adjustable square to check the depth of the mortice. And then I round off the corners with a rasp. The central arm needs to lean back a bit. I've chosen 15 degrees at random, but it seems about right. The base timber is the 65 by 35mm, and I'm going to let that in to the 4x2 or 100mm by 50 that makes up the central arm. As I'm cutting these without a fence, I cut the angles with a hand saw, and I'm using the table saw just to go straight across, so I'll finish it off with a chisel. You can get a bit smoky cutting hardwood along the grain. Then it's time to let in the cross fork at a point that fits the length of your cello spike. I've just half-housed the prongs, then glued them with PVA. They can be screwed down later. I've angled these little bits of the neck, but it wasn't necessary, as the neck fitted into the 50mm width of the arm. I used chalk to draw some shape into the base, and then cut it freehand with the router. It would have been better done with a bandsaw, but my bandsaw is away. So for the arm, I just chisel away the bulk and use the router freehand again. The prongs of the fork are then screwed and countersunk. I've used PVA and countersunk screws where I thought it was necessary. Then the final touch is a hole for some 6mm dowel for the bow.